Hello friends. Happy New Year, happy 2022. Welcome to another vlog. It is the first Monday of the new year, my first day back at work, technically. And I was planning on vlogging this week because this is a HelloFresh video. A portion of this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. We'll get into that later. But I was planning on filming this week and vlogging anyway. But what I wasn't planning on was for Bradley to have COVID. Also, by the by, Milo is behind me just waking up from a nap if you see movement or hear things. But yes, after almost 2 years of avoiding it, Bradley has COVID and I can't even believe this is happening. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. It just felt like it just wasn't gonna happen and it has found us and damn. So first things first, he is symptomatic. That's how we knew to test. He got a PCR test yesterday, but I was just so worried about Milo that I knew my mom had some rapid tests, so she gave us some of those. He took that, tested positive. We don't have the PCR test results back, but from my research, it doesn't seem like rapid tests give false positives very often. They give a lot of false negatives, but not a lot of false positives. But according to the 2 rapid tests we took, he is positive, I am negative. So I have no idea. And so he is quarantining in the guest room since he has symptoms. If he does come out of the room for any reason or if I pass by, we have our N95s. I honestly just feel like a sitting duck because I feel like by the time you test positive, it's a little bit too late to quarantine from the people you live with. And my mom was even like, you and Milo should come stay with me, but I don't trust that I don't have it and I don't want to spread it to my parents. So it's just, I don't know, nobody has the answers. It's a very anxious time for me personally right now. It's also all very new. We found out yesterday, so we haven't even had a full 24 hours of him in quarantine, and what a way to kick off the new year. He's currently asleep, taking a nap. Like I said, he does have symptoms. He just basically feels like he has a cold, still has his sense of sight, that's good, sense of smell and taste, and there's no fever, which is apparently good as far as how long he has to quarantine from us. But he has a dry cough, which I also have a dry cough. He has a sore throat and then just feels achy and just overall like he has a cold. So we're both vaccinated. He ironically was supposed to get boosted 4 days ago, but they called and they canceled because they ran out of his booster, which apparently you're not supposed to get it if you have COVID anyway. So that was kind of whoa, thank you universe, because who knows what happens if you do, but I don't know. I'm not eligible for my booster yet because I didn't get my vaccine till the end of my pregnancy. But so who knows if I'm gonna get it, who knows if I already have it and I just don't have any symptoms. Also, over my Christmas break in between Christmas and New Year's, I got what I thought was a stomach bug. And to my fellow vomit phobia people, I never threw up, it was all out the other end. But it was intense and clearly something was wrong with me, so I assumed it was just a stomach bug. And it seemed to bother Milo too. He was having some stomach issues. How you doing? You doing good? He's chewing on his little toy. And so I assumed it was a stomach bug, and before I got that stomach bug, I did have a sore throat, so maybe I already had it? I don't know. Obviously, our biggest concern is Milo and making sure that he's okay, and I, of course, called his doctor and he said that it should be fine just to isolate from Bradley. So that's what we're doing. And like I said, he's symptomatic, but it's nothing crazy. Seems much easier than the first wave of COVID, which we're really thankful for. That, it sucks and really aggravating that we got it, but at least we got this new variant that's just kind of more like a cold. He's turning over. When I think about it, I get so pissed and aggravated that we got it. What is he doing? Just because we were literally as careful as possible. We still saw our immediate families and Bradley went to work and that was it. We haven't been to Disneyland since the variant got big. We really haven't done anything. And that's the other thing. We have no idea where he or I, if I had it first, we have no idea where we got it. So mostly it's just really sad. I've honestly spent a lot of the last 24 hours just crying because number one, I'm scared and I'm anxious for the health of my son. Over the last honestly week, he's seemed to be maybe a little sick, but all the things that could be a cold or something in him could also be signs of teething, which we're starting teething. So it's just really confusing and nobody knows. So yeah, I'm just monitoring closely. But yeah, we're just doing everything we can, everything the doctor said to keep Milo safe because that is our number one concern. Honestly, if we didn't have the baby, I don't think I'd make Bradley quarantine. I would just kind of accept it and get sick as well because it's sad. My husband is sick and I can't hug him or kiss him or, go near him. He can't touch his son for 10 days. It's really, really, really sad. Of course, if I ever test positive, then there's no point in him quarantining and we can all get back together. But as long as I'm testing negative, I'm going to, follow the guidelines of the quarantine and, you know, the masks, and I don't know, the CDC is confusing. I don't know if it's 10, 5, 7 days, nobody knows, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, just wanted to update you on that. We're obviously going to be home a lot for 10 days, so whether he quarantines for the full 10 days or not, we will be staying home for the 10 days. I luckily did a huge grocery shop before he tested positive, so we have literally so much food. I feel like I internally knew and I was like nesting because we have so much food. We were out of everything, and I bought a lot of things to make for Milo because he's starting on purees. So we just have a ton of food, which is good. And also my mom and my sister are around to help drop things off if we need, but yeah, so that's a little update. My baby is fully awake now, so I'm gonna go play with him, but yeah, we'll see in a bit. Hi guys. So the last clip you saw was me talking about how we're gonna isolate from Bradley because he had COVID and hope for the best, but like literally probably hours later. No, actually I was fine the rest of that day. The next day I came down with COVID myself. And also, yes, little Milo got it too. You can still probably hear the gunk in my whatever. But it has been, we did the 10-day isolation. I was confused, honestly, by the CDC website. But I read like the isolation things, like if you're isolating from other family members, and it said somewhere in there that if you had a fever to do 10 days of like quarantining or isolation. So that is what I did. Obviously, once we all started showing symptoms, we stopped wearing masks and we came in together in the same bed, in the same room, which was really helpful because I couldn't take care of a sick baby by myself while being sick. It was really hard. But I'll get into some like FAQs about that, but before we go any further, I did mention that the sponsor of this video is HelloFresh. And like, wow, HelloFresh came in clutch on the day because we had one of the meals left for that week. It was the first day of Bradley being upstairs in the guest room by himself, me being on Milo duty 24/7, taking care of the dog, trying to take care of the house, and so it was just incredible that dinner was already just like in a bag, ready to be cooked in the fridge. And to be honest, Bradley normally does the cooking around here because he loves it. I also do love it too. Like even last night I was in the mood to cook, so I was like, I'm gonna cook dinner tonight. But for the most part, ever since even before quarantine and COVID, like he enjoys cooking and he's getting really good at it. So he does most of the cooking, but I did all the cooking this time. Turned out beautifully. It was like a chicken sausage and bell pepper gnocchi. It was incredible. But since HelloFresh is the sponsor of this video, I do want to tell you a little bit about them. So if you're new to HelloFresh, it is a meal subscription delivery service where they deliver pre-portioned, delicious, easy to make, sustainable meals, and it's one of mine and Bradley's very favorite things. We've been using them for years now, and I still get so excited every time we get a delivery from them, and I get so excited that I get to work with them as well, so thanks HelloFresh. But some reasons I love HelloFresh: it's very customizable. You get to pick the day that it's delivered, you get to pick the meals that are sent to you, you can pick how many meals, you can skip a week if you'd like. I love that everything you need comes in this little bag, pre-portioned out to the exact amount you need, so there's very minimal food waste. I love that they're a sustainable company. They use all recycled or recyclable packaging. The produce and everything they've always sent is always very fresh and just the best quality. You get a great and easy to follow instruction card that has step-by-step instructions as well as picture breakdowns, so you know what things should look like step by step. Most of the meals are super quick. You can have them on the table in 30 minutes, so it's perfect for weeknight dinners, or like I said tonight, where I just am pressed for time trying to take care of everybody at once. And it's also a fun way to just learn new techniques and new recipes. I actually, in this week's box, discovered couscous. I'd never had that. We had like a lemon couscous and chicken dinner. It was so good, and I actually bought couscous because I want to make it again, and I will use HelloFresh's recipe. But for the most part, their pastas are my favorite. On this night that I filmed, I made their chicken sausage and bell pepper gnocchi, and it was so good. We all enjoyed it. HelloFresh is just a really fun and easy way to make your life a little bit easier and more delicious. Like I've always said, it's a better day when you know you have a HelloFresh meal waiting for you in the fridge. So if you like what you see and you'd like to try out HelloFresh, you can use my code AmyLynn16 to get up to 16 free meals plus 3 free gifts from HelloFresh. I will have a link in the bio. That is the best deal I've had so far. So if you want to sign up, treat yourself in the new year, I will have my code and link down below. And yeah, thank you again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this portion of the video. But yes, so I was planning on like vlogging our like quarantine, our isolation, but I just truly felt like shit, and we did nothing. I did absolutely nothing but just try to get better. Watched a lot of movies, a lot of TV, played some Mario Party. But yes, eventually all three of us caught it. Some of the frequently asked questions, which I have answered these over on Instagram, so sorry if it's repetitive. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you don't want to miss updates like that, it's at AmyLynnButtchin. You know? But frequently asked questions, yes, all three of us got it. The first kind of symptoms for Bradley was a sore throat and a dry cough. I feel like for me, the aches and chills kind of came on and I knew I was like, oh, okay, I caught it. Milo, I can't really ask how he's feeling, but he eventually was just a sick baby. It kind of manifested like a cold in him. He did have a small fever for one night. I had a fever on and off for about 24 hours, but then it went away. Bradley never had a fever. But dry cough, sore throat was probably the worst of it. It was like the sorest my throat has ever been. It hurt. I even had like a rash in the back of my throat. We were all coughing. So a lot of people say it's just like a cold. I would say it's a little worse than a cold because I don't know. I feel like colds don't like knock me on my ass like that. Like I was sick. So yeah, but we never had any breathing problems, which I'm so grateful for. Never lost our scent or taste. I did say that kind of tangy things tasted really strange to me, like ketchup or barbecue sauce or like certain salad dressings that I like couldn't eat them. But I don't know if that's COVID related or just like being sick, sinus related, you know what I mean? People asked how long it lasted. I feel like I was good and sick for like 6 days. And then I finally started to feel better. I will say I still do have the cough and the gunk just in my like face, it feels like. And I still feel very fatigued. That's another symptom. We were all so tired. So tired. And I still like feel that in my body. But I'm just trying to like hydrate as much as possible. And what was nice was Bradley was a couple days or like a day and a half ahead of me. So as he was starting to feel better, like I was on my worst days and he was a little bit better, so that we could tag team the baby a little bit better. Taking care of a sick baby is hard enough, but then when you're sick yourself, it was hard. It was really hard. And got a lot of questions about how I dealt with like the anxiety of it all with Milo. And that's the thing is like this whole time ever since he was born, and even when I was pregnant, I was worried about him. I wasn't worried about me so much. So I had a lot of anxiety, which I feel like is very understandable if you're, I was gonna say a new mom, but like a mom at all, and you're worried about your baby or any of your kids. And once he started showing, I cried so much, I won't even lie. I was just like crying. It was just like overall really sad, to be honest. But we all got through it, and Milo's still coughing up gunk. I'm still coughing up gunk. I feel like Bradley is too, which pretty much everybody I've talked to that's had it, which like everybody has had this variant or is getting this variant, just kind of seems inevitable, because I was really, really upset we got it, because I set a lot of boundaries when it came to who we saw, who held the new baby. I didn't go to a lot of Christmas, like extended family functions with Milo, because I didn't want people in his face, and I really, really tried. And it just felt really discouraging that we still caught it. And another frequently asked question, we have no idea where we got it. Clearly Bradley got it first, so we'll blame him. The anxiety was terrible, but I just tried to use my therapy tools, my CBT tools, and not dwell on anything, and just in the really tough times, or really tough moments, just take it day by day. And if that was too much, hour by hour, minute by minute, and just focus on tending to my sick baby. Yeah, it was an anxious time. It was an uncomfortable time. I didn't feel good. And then of course, once I started to feel better, I think I literally coughed so much in COVID, I pulled some sort of muscle in my neck, which like I've done that before, where you sleep on it wrong and then you like can't look to the left for 2 days. But like I'm on like day 5 and it's much better today. Like I could not do this a few days ago or look down, and I can do them both now. But it just like, it was annoying because I started to feel better. I was ready to get back to work, ready to get back to posting and, you know, all that stuff. And then I tweaked my neck and I like couldn't move, which was making my life so much harder with a baby that I have to pick up 400 times a day. But I took it easy where I could, put heat on it a lot. I literally slept for 3 days sitting up pretty much with my airplane pillow, like the pillow that goes around your neck. It looked insane, but it really helped, so. Okay. Oh, I did take some really not random, but I made baby food on one day. We were stuck at home. By a miracle, I did a huge grocery store run, but I was planning already on having like a baby food making day for Milo. I've mentioned, but he started to have just baby purees like once a day. We started a little bit early, but our doctor recommended it, said it was totally fine, and he loves eating. It is so cute. I'm making my own baby food, of course. Did you expect that? You did. But it's actually really, really easy, and if you kind of set up it, I think it took me an hour to make everything that I made. So if you kind of like block out 2 hours of your day once a month, you can make so much baby food and stick it all in the freezer, and your baby has non-processed, no chemical food. But I did film me doing that, so I'll insert a beautiful time lapse here. So I made carrots, broccoli, banana, and then since he's already tried banana and didn't have a reaction, I made a blend of strawberry banana for him to try. Apples were in there, I think. I don't know. I also just recently bought him pears and blueberries. I'm gonna make those for him, and some more sweet potatoes. But yeah, I think that catches us up to now. I'm just sitting in the corner of my room. This is where the Christmas tree was. We moved the chair from the other side. I think it feels just better right here. The room behind me is a mess, but I am gonna make the bed because I'm going to film today. I have another sponsored video that I need to get done, which will probably be up like right after this one, which I apologize for the 2 sponsored videos back to back, but my whole month got screwed because all 3 of us got COVID and it just took a while for us to get back on our feet. And luckily all my sponsors were very understanding, which everybody is right now, of course. But I also just have the best sponsors. They were very understanding during me slacking in pregnancy and postpartum life as well. So today is, what is it? It's January 17th and it's my first day back at work, and I've been off since like December. I finished up December 23rd. So I've been off for like a full month. Wasn't intending to. Wanted to just take a little break between Christmas and New Year's, and it turned into a whole big shebang. So yeah, I have a lot of emails to reply to. A lot of emails, so I need a lot of time to do that. But yeah, so yeah, that's the plan for today is I'm gonna film. I just curled my hair for the first time in I think literally a month. Felt really good. Gonna make the bed, do my makeup, film that video. It's gonna be my like 2022 goals video. So like I said, if you're interested in that, subscribe because it'll be coming soon. We might go out to lunch, but it's kind of a rainy, dreary day, so I don't know. He's off today. He taught a hockey lesson this morning, but he's already done. So he's done for the rest of the day, and I think he wants to make tri-tip for dinner on his fancy grill. My sister got him some sort of fancy thing for his grill that he wants to use, and I'm down if I get to eat tri-tip, so I think we're gonna do that. And I don't know what else. So we'll see, but first thing, I gotta get some work done. I have a lot of baby laundry to put away too, so maybe we'll do that. The dog is barking. But yeah, let's go make the bed. Okay, so filming is done. By the way, I'm gonna order a new camera that's not so out of focus all the time. Maybe we'll do that later. Filming is done. Got a doggo waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs. Lou! Hey! So many shoes. We are now going to go to Rubio's. One of my faves. Get some fish tacos. It's still, I don't think it's still raining, but it's still gloomy, obviously. I did want to show you Milo's cutie little outfit that he got from his grandma for Christmas. It's got a little elephant on it, and it's just a sweater set. Super cute. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Hi, buddy. I got a lot of Instagram messages and comments that his hair is blonde now, and it is, which we knew would happen when we had a black-haired child. We knew that wouldn't last. Oh my goodness. And my mom said it will all fall out, and it will grow back in, and we knew it would probably be. I mean, it's not straight up blonde. It's kind of the color of my hair. Yeah. So that is what's happening. Looked wild there for a moment because he was like completely bald but had like a strip here and a mullet in the back. It was incredible. But Milo's doing good. He's in a very good mood most of the time. We're working on sleeping better, and he's a good baby, huh? We got lucky. Yeah. Oh, I love you, buddy. I love you. You would give me a smile? You would give me a smile? We got him a pack and play now that he can't crawl, but he can like roll around, and he was getting in all sorts of places. Also, you guys, I figured out technology. Alexa, turn on the lights. Wow. So I figured this out with the Christmas tree, and it was life-changing because it was hard to get back to that outlet to plug it in. Alexa, turn on my Christmas tree.
Okay.
And now we're just gonna leave the lights on that because it's incredible. So yeah. All right, we ready to go? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's later on now. It's so like dark and gloomy outside. It's only 4:15, but my hair is so frizzy. But we're going to go do or fold Milo's laundry. Got my little helper. But it's been a while, it's just piling up. So, gotta go fold all that. So here we go. It's dinner time now, and Bradley made glorious tri-tip and my favorite mashed potatoes with dill and parsley. Yeah, and he made himself some broccoli. And Ludo would like some.
None for you.
And Miley's a little fussy, but yum!